Good. I'm calling to you from beyond the veil that separates the living and the dead. You're on the dead side.
Well, it turns out I disliked doing that unscripted video so much that I just wasn't motivated to make another one. And then I was super busy with my new job and other stuff, so here I am again, a humble TigerShark, just going back to the way things were before I tried something new and my hopes and dreams were shattered. Sorry, I'm being dramatic. I've just had a rough couple weeks, but I'm getting back on track. Anyway, since I've been really indecisive and having a hard time picking games to play, I decided I'm going to start covering games that are featured in Humble Bundle's Humble Choice subscription. So today I've got a game called Cryptmaster, one of the games featured in Humble Bundle's October collection. This video is not sponsored by Humble Bundle, by the way, I just like them. Cryptmaster is quite a weird one. I guess you play as a guy who died and is resurrected by a necromancer. The necromancer's voice acting amuses me. The game has an interesting, scribbly, hand-drawn art style similar to a couple of games that I played on this channel, specifically My Beautiful Paper Smile and Dronjin. Anyway, this one is yet another game controlled, at least partially, by typing. Again, similar to a couple other games I played, Touch, Type, Tail, and Blood Typers. This one functions on a grid system like Dronjin, but the combat works in its own way. You have 4 characters. Each character has a specific set of attacks and abilities they can use. You use them by typing the name. For example, Joro can use a basic hit by typing HIT. The way you unlock the abilities is literally by guessing based on the number of letters, or by acquiring letters from chests or defeated enemies. And the character's health bar is their name. For example, Joro's health bar is JORO, and if you take a hit, you lose the letter at the end of the name. It's an intriguing gameplay concept, and I really like it. Some abilities are free, like Joro's hit, and some cost mana or essence or whatever it was called, I don't remember. You gain this by absorbing the souls of dead enemies, starting with random bugs with weird names on the walls. Another thing you can do is communicate with the necromancer by typing single words. Of course, I had to try every stupid and dirty word I could to see what happens. He actually has a whole bunch of programmed responses to curse words and just silly words. I amused myself for far too long trying to see what I could come up with.
Shocking. For 17 centuries I have consorted with the foulest demons and abominations imaginable. I have plumbed the depths of human depravity in my quest for dark knowledge. But oh, what a naughty word you used. Why, if I had blood, I'd be blushing. Puerile sense of humor. You know, you really must stop thinking about that now you're undead. All your relevant parts have fallen off.
I haven't gotten that far into the game yet, but I already have to put this one as a solid recommend. Anyway, you can get this with Humble Bundle's October Choice Bundle along with a few others. They usually have a few smaller games with one big one, the big one this month being Atomic Heart. And some of the money from the bundles goes to charity as well. Again, I'm not sponsored, I just like Humble Bundle. Though I wouldn't say no if they wanted to sponsor me. And maybe someday my channel will be that big. So anyway, that's all for this one, and as always I hope you have a spectacular day. I have other channels and projects that I would love for you to check out. I have a second channel called Drawing with TigerShark where I have a variety of drawing content. I have an EP on Spotify called 5,555 Miles as my one-man band called Power Mouse. And finally, I have a clothing brand called Studio Duck Apparel featuring original artwork that I create myself. The links to these things will all be in the description.